Now let's try to understand how to add geometric vectors using parallelogram, and we call it parallelogram law of vector addition. Now let's have two vectors. Let me draw any two vectors here. Let's say this is my vector A, and let's say this is my vector B. So these are my two vectors A and B. Now to add these two vectors using parallelogram law of vector addition, the first step is to put them tail to tail, right? So we'll put them tail to tail. So that is to say we want to do A plus B. So let's say this is my vector A. Let me redraw it. So I'm redrawing A as this. This is my vector A, and now that's B. So I'll put this, translate it here, and let's say make this as B, right? So that becomes B. So they have been placed tail to tail, and now we can complete a parallelogram. That is, we'll draw a line parallel to this from here, which is B, so A plus B, right? And a line from here, which will give us B plus A, right? So that becomes a parallelogram. These two sides are parallel. So this is also vector B, and this is vector A. Now, A plus B is the diagonal from tail to tail to the other end of the corner, that one. So this represents A plus B using parallelogram law of vector addition. So important thing to remember here is that we place the vectors tail to tail and then we complete the parallelogram. And in that case, we get A plus B, right? Now there are situations where you may like to find what is A minus B. So I'll just show you here how to find A minus B using parallelograms. So if B is given to us like this, then minus B will be what? Minus B will be this, right? So that becomes minus B, right? Let us call it C, for example. Now, to find A minus B, we can do A plus C, right? And follow the same process. So let's do it. So A is a vector like this. So we have a vector A, which is like this. That's A, right? A. And B was that we made minus B opposite direction. So we'll put them tail to tail. So this becomes B. So it becomes B becomes like this. So that is minus B rather. And for our convenience, we are writing this as C, right? Think it like C. And now we can complete this parallelogram and get our answer. So let's complete this. So we draw a line parallel to this of the same magnitude. And here parallel to this. And what do we get? That point joining tail to tail with the opposite end of the parallelogram will give us A minus B. Do you see? This is A, right? And this is minus B. So that thing gives us A minus B. So here we have A minus B. Do you see that? Vector A minus vector B. You'll find if you compare this with the given earlier diagram, then the other diagonal represents A minus B. Correct? So using parallelogram, we can do addition of geometric vectors as shown here. And the most important thing here is that whichever vectors are there, you have to place them tail to tail and then complete your parallelogram. I hope you understand and appreciate. Thank you and all the best.